Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm just getting ready for the day, popping on some of my favourite, the Clarins lip oil in the shade, I think this is Honey? Yeah, Honey. My lips are so dry at the moment, so dry. Oh, if I can open this. There we go. Perfect. And exciting news. Listen to this. Can you hear that? No workmen, no builders. The garden is finished. Well, actually, I say the garden is finished. The garden is not finished. The patio is finished, which I have been waiting for because the patio is like the only bit that we can't really do. So I've been waiting for the patio to get finished so that we can go ahead now and start the fun bits of putting all the plants, the plant pots out and just making the garden feel more finished. So I've now got kind of like a list of jobs and bits that I need, basically I've got a list of ducks that I need to get in a row now. So I'll take you downstairs and I'll show you how it's looking. But I do need to pop some moisturiser on first. I'm just using some of this. This is from Drunk Elephant. This is their Bee Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This just leaves my skin feeling really nice, and it's not, as I squirt it all over my dress, it's not like greasy or anything like that. It dries and it feels really lovely. Oh my god, I keep flicking it everywhere. I'm going to have this all down my dress, in my hair. But yeah, I don't like moisturiser unless I'm having like an intense, I don't know, pamper evening. I hate sitting and feeling like I've just got greasy skin. So this is a nice one to use, like today, just in the morning when you need to just put it on, feel nice, and then go. Also, you guys will remember, not too long ago I told you about my neck injury. So for those of you that don't know, long story short, I got whiplash in my neck through the most pathetic of reasons. When you consider what I actually do on a day-to-day basis, you know, riding 2 horses and the things that like me and Flicka get up to, you know, going out, jumping hedges and God knows what, to get whiplash because she spooked and I was literally looking behind me as she did it and my neck just went, actually sounds ridiculous. It is the most pathetic reason. But anyway, for those that don't know, I got whiplash and it was made, I will say it was made worse by a visit to a chiropractor because the chiropractor clicked it and it made it 10 times worse. I don't know what happened, but anyway, I got over that and all seemed well. I had to have some very strong meds from the doctor to help me physically function because the pain in the back of it was like having a migraine, but you know when a migraine is in the front of your eyes? Well, I suppose it depends, but my migraines are here at the front and it sometimes feels like a heavy bowling ball is rolling around the front of my eyes and I'm kind of wanting to squint and, you know, you don't want to be in bright rooms or you just kind of want to sit in the dark with your eyes closed and wait for it all to blow over. This felt like an intense migraine in the back of my skull, just pounding forward. And all I could describe the pain was, it was like someone had hit me in the back of the head with a sledgehammer, like 2 seconds before, but it was that pain constantly, it was awful. But anyway, the point I'm making is I got over that and thought all was well, you know, carried on as normal. And then the other day I was driving the horse box actually, so while I'm here I'm going to do my legs, just want to make sure that I'm not going to flash anybody. Don't think I am. I think I'm safe. There we go. And I was driving the horse box and I'd driven Fabio in it on one day and then I was driving Flicka the next day to the vets. And on the way back, I think because I'd had long journeys and my hands are kind of up here and I don't know what it is about driving the horse box, it makes you feel a little bit more stiff and it is it does require more concentration than driving a regular car, because you have to think about doing everything a lot sooner than you would driving a normal car. You know, your braking speed is a lot slower, and you can't just whiz round corners. You've got to give yourself lots of room, plenty of time to speed up, slow down, and all of this stuff. And I don't know whether it was just a bit of a tension thing in my neck and my shoulders, but I had this twinge at my neck, and that pain sort of came back. Not as intense, but it came back, and it was the exact pain. And I was thinking, oh God, like, please, I can't cope if that comes back again. And I went home and I put on a heated pad on the back of my neck, and I kind of just allowed myself the evening to just be and not really do anything. And I was, honestly, I was saying a little prayer that it just wasn't going to come back. And luckily the pain went, but it definitely still feels a little bit stiff, and I don't know, it kind of got me thinking, maybe I'm just at the point where maybe I just don't bounce back as quick as I used to. So if I do look a little bit stiff, like I'm moving strange, yeah, I've just got a bit of this pain again in my neck, and I'm really hoping this isn't going to be a thing. I want it to just, this might just be a little blip, and I'm hoping this just passes and I'm fine. But I really don't want to have to go through that again, but there we go. Anyway, now I'm all lubed up, I'm going to pop a quick bit of blush on, and then I'm going to head downstairs. I've also got some parcels to unbox with you as well. I've got all of the updates for you today. Right, blush I'm using from Refi, Citrine, this is the colour. Oh, if I can open it, there we go. It's like a peachy pink kind of colour, right up my street. I'm going to pop it on with a blush though, because I don't really want to get it in my nails, so pop this on. Oh, this is such a stunning colour. Oh my God, that colour is lovely. It's really summery. I never reach for this blush in the winter. I do feel like this is a summer blush. I'll tell you when this looks really lovely. When you're on holiday, and you know, when you don't want to put foundation on, but you might just do like a no makeup kind of look. This with like a holiday tan skin, you know, just a bit of moisturiser, and you might put a little bit of cream bronzer on, a little bit of cream blush just to give you a bit of colour. It looks stunning. Honestly, there's just something about it. I love when I can see like some of my freckles that the sun's brought out and this blush on it. It's gorgeous. Speaking of, I'm so looking forward. Me and Andy are going on holiday. When are we going? Why would I say the date that we're going on holiday? We're going on holiday soon. And yeah, it's got me really excited. I've kind of started the packing process. I've been putting a couple of orders in on things, and yeah, I feel like I've got all the clothes ready, but I might have to show you a couple of bits that I've ordered, including a new bikini that is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, that'll do. Outfit of the day, because I haven't done this with you for a little while. I'm wearing this gorgeous new dress from Sinead Keary. I worked with this brand over on my Instagram, had to film some content for them. I actually haven't shown you guys the pieces, but I just thought I'd quickly show you as I'm wearing the dress today. And I think my discount code might still be live. Pretty sure it is. I'll pop it on screen anyway for Sinead Keary. Really gorgeous Irish brand, and she's really starting to sort of make waves now here in the UK. I went to her event, gosh, was it last year now? It must have been last year. And I don't know why I'm looking in here like it's going to be in here, but I had that gorgeous long cream coat with like a nipped in waist. It was absolutely stunning. And so this was like the first year of me knowing about the brand Sinead Keary. to see their sort of spring and summer stuff. And this beautiful linen dress, it's still online now, gorgeous linen dress. I've also got it in white. Perhaps I'll put the white one on and show you, but it's really beautiful, square neckline. I'm just going to move these bows out the way, because you can actually take the bows off as well. I can find my little thing here. They're just like poppers, little buttons. There we go. Take it off the bottom. So this is when my arm's going to come into play now. I'm sure I have explained this before, that I can't touch my own shoulder with this arm due to an injury years and years ago. Again, horses. I broke my elbow, so I'm sure I have told you. So like here, obviously this is what most able-bodied people can do. With this one, I literally, I can't. And sometimes when I really think about it, I get really angry and just want to really try and push it, but I can't. My arm can't bend past this point. I broke it, and that's where the scar's from on my arm, for anyone that's ever noticed. Big old long scar. But I'm not going to tell you the nickname that we give this scar. It's a little bit rude for the internet. Point I was making, you can take the bows off them. So if this isn't your vibe, if that's too girly and you prefer something a little bit more stripped back, or if this is your vibe but you just want to add them and add, I feel like with the bows it makes it more kind of cutesy, a little bit more dressy. If you were wearing this in the evening on holiday maybe. There we go. But you see how quick that they've literally just popped off. And this is it, gorgeous mini dress. I've got a few other bits and bobs from them, but yeah, this is what I'm wearing for today. And I've also just realised I've not put my watch on. For those that ask all the time about this watch, so this watch is 50 quid from Amazon, dead affordable, but it looks like the Cartier watch, which is like what, 25,000 pounds, something crazy like that. Which is fine. If you want to pay that for a watch, pay that for a watch. I bought this, honestly I bought this because I love that Cartier watch. Didn't want to drop that much money on it, so I found a dupe on Amazon. This is it, if I bring it right in close, this tan with a kind of croc leather like this, the gold, and you can see by like the Roman numeral numbers, it really has that Cartier vibe. Anyway, I know loads of you always ask about this one, and sometimes it's on Amazon, then it's not. It's the company that make these are actually a small company in England, and yeah, they have like their shop on Amazon, but they seem to go in and out of stock really kind of randomly. I found a dupe of the watch that I've got from Seconda. I'll link it in the description box. It looks identical to this one, literally identical, except where mine says Ericsson on it at the top, the Seconda one will obviously say Seconda. So I'm going to link it in the description box because I know loads of you always ask about this watch, and it is a good one. I do think it looks really quite classic and nice with a lot of outfits. Earrings, I need some earrings. I think I'm just going to pop my little hoops on. These little hoops that I got from H&M are putting in such a shift in my wardrobe at the moment. Little gold hoops with little balls at the back, and you can wear them both ways I believe, but yeah, putting in a good shift. But I need to show you this patio because the next few weeks are going to be really exciting when all the plants and things start going in. It's really going to start coming together. And when we first were thinking about getting this patio done, I was thinking, oh God, is it worth changing the patio? Like, do we hate it that much? Now it's been done, I realise how much I disliked the other one before. I didn't really like the other one. Me and Andy didn't like the other one before. We didn't have any say in what it was when we bought this house. And now seeing the one we've chosen, it, in my opinion, it looks 50 times better. The space looks bigger, it looks brighter. But yeah, I'll have to show it you. Dead quickly, this is the white version of this dress. They're so good to throw on, so good to throw on. And even though they're linen, they're not the type of linen that looks super creased all the time. They actually look quite pressed and lovely. But yeah, this is the white version. Again, you've got the bows on the top, very cute, and you can just detach them whenever you want, and you've got a dress that looks completely different. So again, I'll pop a link for these in the description box. This is not an ad, but I have worked with them over on Instagram. So just for pure transparency, I haven't asked me to show you these. I'm literally showing you them because they are genuinely lovely pieces. Okay guys, let me show you what the patio is currently looking like. So this is the new patio area, and I think you'll agree, it's definitely looking bigger and brighter. So we went for a brighter limestone tile and with a lighter grout than the last one, because I found that having the dark grout, just no matter how many times you jet washed it, it just looked a bit grubby. Whereas this just looks really bright and clean and lovely. So yeah, really happy with it. We have also extended it out by a couple of metres, so we've actually got more room to move around. The only thing we've not got at the moment is the sofa sitting area over there. So we've popped the outdoor dining set there, but we're waiting for the sofa and things to arrive. So moving on, what else we've had done is we've also had these flower beds popped in, and you can see the oak sleepers there as well. So we've kind of created a little bit of a walkway from the main patio into the garden, because it was just a straight patio and we wanted to create a little bit of a pathway. So we've done that, so obviously that's why you can see the flower beds are there. We've got some really lovely compost and stuff that we're going to put on here and basically regenerate this soil, because we have quite dry clay soil here apparently. So yeah, we're just going to do a bit of a zhuzhing up of the soil so that in these flower beds we can plant lots and lots of lovely things, and then that flower bed actually extends and goes round, and it goes right the way up to the end of the garden there. Are you okay, Bolly? Another thing we're also going to do is paint the fence, so that either side, I think we're going to go for a nice sort of sage green, so that when all of the flowers and things are planted, it will really pop against the fence and look really lovely. At the minute we've just kind of got this natural looking fence, but yeah, it won't look that great with things that are planted there. So next job is the whole fence is getting painted, which I think will really transform the garden as well. And then in terms of plants, I've worked with a garden designer. She's helping us in terms of the planting plan here. We're having an irrigation system put in for the watering. We're having lights put in, hence these random pipes here and here. We've got electrical things and irrigation things that need to go in. But she's helped me in terms of knowing what to actually plant, because I'm a little bit clueless. So I've literally sent her inspo boards. So I just realised it's very boring staring at the soil. So I literally sent her inspo boards, and she has sent me back basically with what she thinks that we should be planting, and she's going to come up and help and get it all done. And we're going to have climbers going up the fence, because obviously we've got two long fences either side of our garden. So yeah, we've got this stunning view down here with obviously just the post and rail fencing, but then this just fence. So we're going to also have a lot of climbers and things planted to kind of disguise that and make the borders of our garden feel a little bit more green and natural. And oh, the ponies are out down there. A couple of you guys have asked if these are my ponies. Sadly not. These ones are not my ponies, but we call them Jaffa and Rolo, and we often go over and say hello to them. But yeah, so guys, that is basically the update. Look at the dogs. Desi's like, come on mum. That is the update on the back of the house. We also had round the sides of the house done, so where we keep the bins down there, we can easily access it, because a lot of this used to be gravel, and it made for a really narrow pathway. And if people were coming, or I don't know, we wanted to move a barbecue or get things in and out, it made it quite difficult. So we decided to get rid of that gravel and have this path, this kind of patio continuing down there. And then we've gone for this really nice light kind of grey gravel just on the edge, just to break it up. Hello Desi, are you happy? And then flipped round to the other side of the house and we've had the foundations put down for garden shed as well. So I think Andy's on garden shed duty, he's chosen one that he likes. And we're going to have a nice garden shed here just for, you know, all the tools, the lawnmower and all of that stuff, all that fun gardening stuff to go in there. Are you happy with your garden? He's like, I loves it, mummy, I loves my garden. I loves it. Oh yeah, it's a work in progress in the garden, but the most important word there being progress. We have made progress. I'm really loving how it's looking, and it's one of those things where, you know, when one job's done and then all of a sudden the vision can actually come to life. Before, even just imagining the little kind of pathway coming from the patio with the flower beds either side, I was really struggling to actually just imagine it, because we'd kind of just been stuck with just this patio and then grass. But yeah, now that I've seen it take shape, I'm more excited now, because now I can envision the end product, and yeah, I think it's going to make such a big difference. I'm actually just excited to get the fence painted now, because that's actually been something that I've wanted to do from day one. I feel like it makes such a difference and makes everywhere feel just a little bit brighter. And I think now that we've got the planning for like what plants and things are going to go in there, and you know, all climbers and things, they're just going to pop against that fence, and it's going to look so much nicer. So yeah, that's the garden update for you guys. I'm really liking the patio, I'm really liking it. I can't wait for my sofas to arrive so that it doesn't look quite so big and bare, because at the moment I think the dogs just think we've given them a designated playground. But when the sofas come and we can sit out there now. Me and Andy actually had dinner out there recently. But when we can actually just sit on a comfy sofa, with a glass of wine in the evening and have people round and really enjoy it, that's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm hoping for, maybe when we come back off on holiday, there'll be a lot more done. One thing I do need to do is I need to order some really nice like planters and like pots for the patio, so that we can put nice plants and things around the patio. So that's my job. Andy's on garden shed duty, I'm on pretty pots duty. I also want you guys to let me know, Andy and I are going away on holiday, and I don't know whether, basically this holiday is just for pure chill. We are not going to be going out and doing, I don't know, excursions or exploring. We're going to an area where we've been before. We're actually going because of the hotel. So it's a chain of hotels that we stayed in before a few years ago, and they've just opened one in this destination, and we were like, oh, we need to go and try it. So we're going for the hotel. That's why I was going to ask, would you guys like me to vlog? I don't know how interesting you might find it. It might be similar to like my Dubai vlog. I know I did a vlog there when I went shopping around the mall, but one of the vlogs was very much just a case of showing you like the hotel, the facilities, food, what I'm wearing, and very much a vlog from the hotel sort of thing. Can you see this little lady? She's like, are you actually speaking about leaving me? How dare you? I'm sorry. We'll take you with us. Come here. Come here. She's like, you better take me with you. I would if I could, I promise. I would if I could. You would love it there. Might be a bit hot for you. And you, might be a bit hot. You've been sleeping. You've got sleep in your eye. You're in a bit of a mess, aren't you, darling? Do I need to go and get a tissue and wipe your eyes? You've had a really good snooze today. But yeah, let me know if you actually want me to vlog that, because I don't want the vlog to be boring. But also I know some of you guys like the more chilled vlogs and like just seeing, like being nosy about the hotel and, I don't know, seeing the holiday outfits. So let me know if that's something you want me to film. But I've just had a parcel arrive actually. I've treated myself to a new bikini because I'm lacking on good bikinis. I really am. So I saw this one I actually saw, who did I see? I saw Sarah Ashcroft wearing this on Instagram, and I mean, you'll see why the second I show you it. Why I... Oh Lord, that is... Oh God. Oh my God. I can't wear that. Okay, I saw Sarah Ashcroft wearing this. She looked incredible, and the bikini is gorgeous, so cute. But those bikini bottoms are scaring me. Oh gosh. So it's from Opoly. I haven't ordered something from Opoly in, gosh, ages. Opoly used to be like the go-to website for me when it came to like nights out, you know, like a new Opoly dress. But their swimwear looks really lovely at the moment. And I saw, oh, this actually looks so tiny. Is that even gonna fit me? That looks quite small. I mean, I did buy my size, but they had this beautiful yellow kind of broderie on glaze detail bikini. It looked absolutely stunning, and now it's here. I'm thinking I should have maybe sized up in both parts. So that is the top. Okay, it might be skimpy, but for sunbathing I might have to try that on. I'm not going to be trying it on in this vlog, that's for sure. I'll just stick to showing you here. But the bottoms, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get away with them. I don't mind a cheeky bikini bottom that shows a bit of bum cheek. I think if you're on holiday and you want to tan your cheeks, tan your cheeks. I'm concerned with the front. I'm not sure. I am not sure how much is going to remain in there. That is so tiny. Oh my God. That is so small. Like, I'm just not sure how comfortable I'd feel being around people. I mean, the back is obviously, it's a cheeky bikini. But, I mean, to walk around with, I'd have a beach cover up anyway. But I'm really worried about... Is it just me, or does that just look really, really tiny? That just looks really scary to me. I mean, I'm not going to be doing aqua aerobics and laps in this bikini, am I? Let's be real. I don't know about that one. Might have to try that one on and report back. Okay, can we talk wedding guest outfits? Because I have just unboxed this parcel from Karen Millen. Honestly, I have not been this excited about an unboxing in a very long time. Every single dress just looks unreal. I have got 4 dresses. I don't know how I'm like ever supposed to pick between all of them. I need to get invited to a few more weddings pronto because I'm honestly in love. But I'm going to kick things off and show you this blue one. I love baby blue because the blonde hair, blue eyes, baby blue is just very, very flattering colour on me. And I just adore the shape of this one. I love the kind of keyhole neckline on this. I love the kind of faux petals and flowers on it. It's got great movement. This is just gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's the material of it, by the way. It's like a broderie on glaze material. So it has that kind of casual summer element. It doesn't feel too stiff. You can breathe, you can move in this dress, which is great, especially for a wedding. You know, you do want to be able to actually have a dance and move and not feel so stiff. And I do feel like this dress definitely gives you that vibe. I mean, look at the movement, it's so cute. I love this. I mean, I'd just wear this on holiday for a really, maybe if you were having, I don't know, a romantic dinner on the beach. I'm imagining this dress would look gorgeous for that. Oh, God, I always think Karen Millen shine in the summertime, literally, because their dresses, I mean, I've got so many of them in my wardrobe, but their dresses are real staples. I I honestly have never really had a bad dress from Karen Millen. There's a fair few hanging in my wardrobe here, and I feel like this has got to go straight in with the others. I'm loving these flowers. So pretty. I can't believe this is the first one. And I already feel like I've nailed it. I feel like we've got the dress. But I'm going to try on the other ones and show you the others, because how can I not? How can I not? Okay, is this one a little bit risky because of the white on this? I feel like the colour, the kind of green to white ratio, is fair. I wouldn't be annoyed if somebody showed up to my wedding wearing this dress. I feel there's enough green on it whereby I would not class this as a white dress. Oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. It's got the shirt kind of neckline detail. I love sleeveless dresses with this neckline where it doesn't cut you off here at the shoulder, whereby that can make your arms look bigger. It kind of almost like a cross between a sleeveless shirt and a halter neck. It kind of cuts in this shape here. So flattering. And then I love the shirt kind of neckline on it. I thought this is definitely my two styles kind of coming together. You've got my girlier side with the kind of floral detail. I love my green, and then I adore my shirt dresses. This is like the perfect dress. I love this so much. Also has really lovely movement on this. Really nice. Like when you walk, it just makes a really beautiful shape. I just want to keep swishing in this one. I just want to stand here doing this. Doesn't have pockets, or does it? No, doesn't have pockets. That's the critique of this one. But, I mean, I'm finding it really hard to find something wrong with this dress. It's a really good length on me as well. I have popped on small, well, I say small, a kind of 4-inch heel with these, just to give a little bit of height. So it is maxi on me. So I'd say if you were looking to get this and you are shorter than me, I'm 5'8". If you're shorter than me, allow yourself time to possibly get this tailored and taken up. But I mean, that's no bother. And I think for a dress as nice as this one, you kind of don't mind having to do a little nip and tuck in a couple of places. But the actual shape of it and the waistline, I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. Even if I don't end up wearing this to someone's wedding, I'm 100% going to be wearing this for something, for some occasion over the next couple of months. I need a good old, I need a good garden party or just a bougie kind of summer day event, don't I? I need something. This dress needs to go somewhere. This dress can't hang in my wardrobe. She needs a day out, and I'm absolutely determined to give her that day out. Did you really think this was going to be a dress haul and me not show you something in buttermilk yellow? I am in love. I'm actually in love with this. This is so cute. Beautiful, beautiful maxi dress. You've got the faux flowers, again, like the blue one, this time a little bit more spread out. This would also look great for a garden party. It's got pockets. Oh, it's also got pockets. This is so lovely. The thing I like about this dress as well is the fact that you could throw on some tan sandals with this and just have a really gorgeous daytime look. Pop on some heels and a nice clutch bag and you've got a wedding dress. A wedding dress? A wedding guest dress. Not a wedding dress. This is just beautiful. I also love the little added detail on the shoulder straps, just with the little flowers. Just lovely. So if you did want to do maybe an updo with this dress, you've got enough detail, you've got something going on whereby it would look nice. I actually think this dress would look so lovely with a kind of messy low ponytail or even a low bun and maybe even a little extra flower in your hair. I think that would just look really gorgeous with this, but regardless, this is lovely and so comfortable. It's got just a side zip here and it's really comfortable. You know, sometimes with zips they can dig in you or you can really feel them and you're really aware that they're there. Maybe that's just me, but this feels really comfortable. It feels almost like an elasticated dress that I've just popped on. So yeah, I really like this one. Let me know which one's your favourite so far. I've got one more dress to show you, and then yeah, I don't know. At the moment I love all of them, and I know what you guys are like. You guys are going to be really torn. There's going to be some of you saying just keep them all. I know what you're like. You're going to be like, just have them all. You'll have enough occasions to wear them. I can see the comments now telling me to keep them all. I know you all too well, but I'm not going to keep them all. I want you to tell me which ones to send back. Okay, final dress. Dress number 4. This beautiful sage green dress. As we know, this colour is one of the most on-trend colours for 2025, so I couldn't resist. I just fell in love. It really reminded me of the colour of this dress from Mango that I've also been loving. I know a few of you guys have really loved this as well, and it was giving me that kind of vibe, so I just had to try this dress because I love this colour so much. And oh, this is gorgeous. This also has pockets as well, so that's a bonus. And you've got this bow detail up here on the sleeves, which is just absolutely beautiful. Really love this. It's so pretty. Got the square neckline. Oh, it's very classic. This is a very classic shape, but in an on-trend colour. But I just think this is gorgeous. How am I supposed to pick between these 4 dresses? I feel like this would be a really nice just daytime dress as well. Like, I know it's slightly elevated, I'd say, because of the bow sleeves, but even if you didn't want to wear this as a wedding guest, this is definitely something you could wear for a lovely daytime event, as all of them are, to be honest. I suppose that's literally what a wedding guest dress is, isn't it? It's just a nice daytime event dress, but I do really love this one. I've just popped this on with some nude like flats. I think this would also look great with tan details. I'm not going to be able to reach that bag, but you know, this kind of green and tan together is just really beautiful. I mean, I love all of these dresses, but let me know which one is your favourite. I would seriously struggle to pick between the 4 of these. I think they're all gorgeous in their own way. I just don't know. Let me know what you think. I have just arrived at the yard, and I thought now would be a really good opportunity actually to give you a bit of an update on Miss Flicky Flew, because I realised that in the last vlog I kind of gave you an update of what was going on and what we kind of needed to do, what the next steps were. So we were informed that we needed to proceed with MRI scans for her. Now there's a reason I haven't spoken about it since, and it's because I didn't want to keep giving updates in little dribs and drabs, because honestly, truth be told, and I don't mean this to come out in a harsh or a blunt way, but when it comes to being online, and especially when it comes to being online in the equestrian world is so full of people with, you know, perhaps good intentions, but sometimes, you know, even if I politely say, look guys, I'm not looking for advice with this, you know, I'm working with vets, farriers, some people can't help themselves, truth be told, and I don't want to keep giving little updates, have people give their, you know, their kind of opinion or judgment. Had to delete some negative comments on that vlog, of like literally a vlog of me in tears and people being negative, trying to insinuate like for whatever reason I hadn't put Flicka's interests first, which was the most ridiculous statement. Honestly, I'm not going to even give those comments the time of day. Anyone that ever leaves anything negative about my animals, comments about me, my appearance, outfits I wear, like water off a duck's back, I honestly don't care. I can quite often laugh about them, whatever, I take them as they come, but comments about my animals I literally do not stand for. That's just one thing. So yeah, as I said, I've not been wanting to give updates because I just have not been in the right headspace to deal with kind of a running commentary from people that don't have all the facts in the situation. You know, I share what I want to share to keep you guys updated, but there's no way I can give you every single little tiny detail. But anyway, so that's why I've kind of left it until now to actually give you a proper update. So we went for the MRI scan. First of all, I felt so emotional leaving her for the MRI. I am not usually emotional when it comes to stuff like this. I've had horses all my life. I've been through things like this before. I'm very pragmatic when it comes to horses. They are, you know, some horses, they are more prone to being at the vets than others, and I just know it comes with the territory of having horses, right? You're going to be with the vets sometimes, and I think I've developed a bit of a thick skin and a bit of a hard face when it comes to horses, because I just know it's part of it. But I don't know why, seeing Flicka being led away just had me all like choked up. And then she didn't want to go in. She stopped and refused to move. And I was just like, oh, Flicka, please don't make this worse. But anyway, I went back at the end of the day to pick her up and spoke with the vet that did her MRI. And he did it, and it was completely clear. Absolutely nothing wrong with her feet, which obviously amazing. But the vet was kind of scratching his head because he was like, she's clearly lame, but her x-rays are fine, her MRI's fine. Like, there is literally nothing wrong with this horse's feet. Every single, you know, thing we could have done to look at the inside had been done. And he's like, and so he was kind of scratching his head like, you know, she's really lame. So anyway, he then removed all of her shoes, which she's never a horse that has had, you know, been barefoot before. And we'd tried already with corrective shoeing to sort out this issue, and it hadn't worked. Anyway, he took all of the shoes off completely to kind of look at her as a totally blank canvas, and the lameness went away. She was absolutely fine with no shoes on. So, as you can imagine, massive sigh of relief, because there is nothing wrong with her feet. She's absolutely fine with no shoes on. So that means it is down to the shoeing. It's the shoeing that is causing this, which is a great problem to have, because actually the main ingredients, the foundations, are fine. So I was breathing a massive sigh of relief. I was so happy with that news. And so the vet said, basically, I don't think she needs this corrective shoeing anymore. She has needed it in the past, and that has been recommended by a vet in the past, because she was a little bit uneven. And when I first got her, she was a little bit uneven. She'd almost walk a little bit on the insides of her feet. Do you remember years and years and years ago when Uggs first became a thing? I'm talking years ago, like the fake Uggs. And the fake Uggs would always wear down on the inside. That was like her feet. Hence she had corrective shoeing. That's no longer an issue anymore. She's got really good foot balance. So the vet said, actually, you know, this is nobody's fault. You've just continued the cycle that we've been in. He said, I actually think she can go back to having very bog standard normal shoes now, and see how she gets on, because she doesn't need the corrective shoeing. So obviously that was fed back to her farrier, and now she's had her new shoes on and she's absolutely great. And for those of you watching that are, you know, horsey, you might be wondering, okay, well, why does she need shoes on at all if she was fine without them? Which is great, and it's great for me to know that. In the future, in years and years, when she has retired, I will let her go completely barefoot and I won't have shoes put on her. But for now, the kind of work that she's in, she does a lot of work on the roads. We go on a lot of hacks on the roads. She hunts, she jumps, and although she's sound on a circle for 30 seconds with no shoes on, doing all of the work that she does with no shoes on would take its toll on her feet. So the shoes add that extra layer of protection. It would be like us doing everything barefoot, you know, running up and down the roads. You know, we want our shoes on to protect our feet. So that's why I have not let her go barefoot, because she wouldn't last. Although she has good feet now, that would change if she was left completely barefoot. So yeah, the farrier redid her shoes, and from the get-go, she has been fine. Like, she is really fine. To the point where I actually did a dressage test with her the other day. So a thing to know about Flicka as well, for those, I know there'll be people watching going, wait, she's had like 8 weeks off and then you do a dressage test with her. Are you crazy? There is method to my madness. I know Flicka inside out, back to front. After 8 weeks off, if I was to then put her in a school and say, we are going to school for 30 minutes, Flicka, in her head she's gone, absolutely not. I'm on holiday. I'm doing a season in Ibiza right now. How dare you? And it would be like two siblings bickering. I'd be like, come on, just do this. And she'd be like, no, no, don't want to. And it would just be a bit of a headache. However, Flicka, she is, like, I can't explain it. Put her in front of a judge in a competition environment and it's like she goes, oh right, it's like someone's put her high heels on and handed her a briefcase and gone, you're back to work now. And she goes, oh right, okay, yeah, I'm actually back to work. Right, seeing as someone's watching, I'll put some effort in and I'll try. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. And it worked. Not only did she win, this is what I mean, she's crazy. She's absolutely huge contradiction. After 8 weeks off of zero schooling, not being sat on, she gets her personal best dressage score with a whopping 74%. My personal best dressage score, her personal best dressage score, which actually felt really lovely to be getting that together. My personal best, her personal best, together after 8 weeks off of this emotional turmoil. It was literally the best comeback ever. I was beaming. I was in total shock. One, at how lovely she felt. Like, in the warm-up, I could tell she hadn't been ridden for 8 weeks, put it that way. She was a little bit stiff. She wasn't as supple as she usually was. And I had to really ride. It felt like I'd kind of picked up a horse half her age again that was a little bit unskilled and unbalanced, and I had to really ride her, like override her. But to put in the shift that she did and put in that test in front of a judge after 8 weeks off, I take my hat off to that horse. She is, I know everyone will say this about their own horse, like their own pets. Everyone's dog is the best dog in the world. I have owned horses my entire life and there is not one single other horse that I would have been able to do that with. Not one. And I've owned many horses and I've had some really great horses over the years. She's one in a million. I'm putting it out there. I don't think I will ever find another Flicka. Now don't get me wrong, she is not a world beater. She is not super fancy. She is not worth, hundreds of thousands of pounds. She's not going to go out and, light up the dressage world or jump Grand Prix show jumping round. She's not. But one thing that horse will do every single time is give you her heart and try 110%. And I think that is priceless in a horse. I've always said I will take temperament over talent in any horse, because there are so many horses, if I'd have tried to do that with them, I would have been on the floor. I would have hit the deck. They would have gone, absolutely not, woman, get off. And honestly, she's the best horse. So anyway, with that, she's been back in work for over a week now, and she's feeling great. And we're actually heading to do some dressage tomorrow. We've got a month to try and get her, because she's been off, I've not been able to qualify her for anything. We've got until the end of June to qualify her for some dressage bits and bobs, for some festivals, for some championships. So I'm going to try and get her qualified, starting with tomorrow. And so yeah, that is why I'm here today. I've come up to plait her up and yeah, basically get her ready, because it's an early start tomorrow. I've got to be leaving the yard for about 7 o'clock in the morning with her in the box. So I'm going to do as much prep as I can this evening. But yeah, all in all, guys, that is the update. It's good news. It's not even good news, it's fantastic news. It's the best news we could have hoped for, that there is nothing wrong with Flicky. And it was such a simple and great outcome overall. So before I go and start plaiting up, I do just quickly want to say thank you to everyone, especially on the last vlog where I got a little bit of a bit emotional and upset about it. Thank you to everyone that did actually leave a really lovely comment of just support and saying, I hope she's okay, and people that have sent me messages on Instagram. And I've got an equestrian account on Instagram, by the way, guys, if you want to follow it. It's alexcoll equestrian. I'll pop a picture of it on screen. I share all sorts of like equestrian bits, stuff that we're getting up to with horses. But yeah, people, you guys had messaged me on there as well, asking is she okay, and so yeah, thank you. It really does mean the world. I think you guys can see how much she means to me. So when she's not right, I'm not right. And it was really hard over the last couple of months, kind of just trying to vlog and carry on and having this in the background. Like, there was literally a moment in there was a few vlogs where I had literally been welling up in tears and then turned the camera on and started speaking. And you would never have guessed, I knew I was doing that behind the scenes, but you would never have guessed. It has been a really difficult couple of months. But yeah, so don't take your fur babies for granted. Give them all a squeeze and a cuddle from me. And yeah, thank you again, guys. But it's time to go and get this little dancing queen ready for tomorrow. Flicky. Okay, Flicky. No, you gotta go out now. You gotta go out now. Come on. Batwoman. Batman. You gotta go out now. Try and keep your plaits in, darling, for tomorrow. Okay? You look beautiful. No, you've had a sweetie. You're so gorgeous. You're so gorgeous. See you later. See you later, darling, and keep that white sock white, please. Good girl. I've taught Hum, excuse me. I've taught Hum a trick, and it's called touch. Every time I hold my hand up, excuse the dirty hands. Every time I hold my hand up and say touch, I'm gonna whisper because he'll try and do it now. He'll boop my hand, and then he gets a treat. Clever, aren't you? He's like, I want to play it again, Mum. So, no biting. I saw those teeth. No, don't be rude. You don't get sweeties for being rude, do you? You're very clever. No biting. Very clever boy. Not yet. Touch. Good boy. Well done. Clever boy. Might want to go around the side. Wait. Touch. Good boy. Well done. Clever boy. Clever boy. Is that fun? Clever boy. Ready? Not yet. Touch. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Ah, good boy. Good boy. Is that nice? You're going to be so dirty. Clever boy, I know. Go on this side. Not yet. Wait. Touch. Good boy. Well done. Well done. Clever boy. Clever boy. What a good boy. What a good boy you are. Where do you want it there? Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. You're so clever. You're so clever. I'm having a little bit of an afternoon in the kitchen today because the weather, although it's not horrible, it's so blustery and windy outside. And honestly, it's just making me want to stay indoors. And I have had a shower, I have got minimal makeup on. I've literally flung on a black linen dress because it's super comfortable, although don't look at me from the ankles down because I'm wearing the most lovely kind of day dress, and I've just got my fluffy stripy socks on the bottom. But it's just a day where I just wanted to be comfy, and then I thought actually if I'm going to be staying in, then I want to do something semi-productive. So I thought I'd have a little play around with my Thermomix and make something that I've never made before. And I thought I'd have a go. So we've already got dinner sorted for today, so it was going to be more like a dessert. So I decided today I wanted to try to make, for the very first time, a Bakewell tart. It's one of my old school, like childhood favourites. A Bakewell tart with some warm custard. Oh, just lovely. Or ice cream, whatever you fancy. I suppose you should have it with ice cream really in the spring, summer, but I can't. I've got to have it with warm custard. So I'm going to have a go at making this. As I said, I'm going to do it with a Thermomix, so it's a Thermomix recipe. I've got all of my ingredients here. So I thought we could kind of do a little bit of baking together and see how this turns out, because I know I do not have the best track record when it comes to baking. So fingers crossed this is going to be alright, and yeah, we'll end up with a really nice dessert at the end of it. So to kick things off, let's get her started. Bakewell tart, here we go. Apparently this is for 10 portions. Okay, we'll see when I tuck into it. So first, 150 grams of plain flour going in. Ooh, there we go. Oh God, that soon goes up. There we go. That means it's done. 35 grams of icing sugar. 35 grams. Oh, there we go. 100 grams of unsalted butter, cold and diced. Okay. Diced. About 100 grams. Oh, nearly. That. Yeah, 100 grams. And then I need to do 1 egg yolk from a medium egg. Okay. I've only got large eggs. I'll pick a small one. That'll do. 1 egg yolk. Ooh. Okay. 1 egg yolk. Now what? Mix for 25 seconds. Okay, that's all mixed. It now says to tip out and bring together into a flattened ball. Okay. Oh! This is what it looks like when it comes out. So I've got to bring it together into a ball. Ooh, it's all stuck together. Oh, lovely. Oh, I expected it to be a bit stickier, but there's literally like nothing on my hands. That's really good. So bring together into a flattened ball and then wrap in cling film and refrigerate for 30 minutes. Okie dokie. Pop you in cling film. There you go. 30 minutes. Okay, well I guess I'm just chilling then for 30 minutes. Might pour myself a glass of wine. Okay, I just had half an hour of sit down on my phone editing some stuff, and I actually poured myself, well, a half glass of fizz because it's a Sunday afternoon. Why not? Andy's having a beer. And anyway, it's back to the Bakewell tart. I have refrigerated my dough, so next on a lightly floured surface, I need to roll it out approximately 3mm thick. Starting to think maybe the black dress for the flour was not a good idea. The dough, well, the pastry is now, it's been rolled out. I've popped it into a pastry tin. It's now in the fridge. It's got to sit in there now for another 20 minutes. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, Google, set a timer for 20 minutes. There we go.
Okay, 20 minutes. Starting now.
Okay. Now I need blanched almonds, and I need 120 grams of them. Putting in here. So 120 grams almonds. There we go. Grind for 10 seconds. Well, that was a bit aggressive. Oh wow, that's really grinded them up. There's literally smoke coming off. That really grinded them up. That worked well. Okay. Scrape down the sides of the mixing bowl with a spatula. And then we need to add the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to give my spatula a quick rinse and then we'll crack on. Okay, unsalted butter, 65 grams. Right, 90 grams of caster sugar. Ooh. Fold it quickly, there we go. Ooh. There we go. And then 2 medium eggs. There's 2. And then finally, half a teaspoon of natural almond extract. There we go. What next? Cream for 1 minute. Okay. Fingers crossed this works. Oh, it's doing it. Doing something. Okay, now that's done. Ooh, looking good. Now I need to set this mixing bowl to one side. And then preheat the oven to 190, which I've done. And then once the pastry shell has chilled, so how long has that got left? Oh, 2 minutes. Prick the base with a fork and then line with baking paper and fill with baking beans. What are baking beans? Baking beans. I don't have baking beans, but apparently I can use rice. So basically I've got to put rice in there to weigh it down. Okay. We're gonna try and hope for the best. Okay, the pastry's out of the fridge. Now, I don't have baking beans, so I've read online that what I can do is line it with parchment paper and then fill this with uncooked rice, and that will basically do the same thing. So we're gonna try. So I need to prick the base first with a fork. How much do I need to prick this, do you think? I think that's enough. I think that'll work. I've called in Andy as backup for support. Where's my parchment paper gone? Here we go. Could you grab me the rice, please? I'm really not quite sure how this is going to go, but we shall see. Okay, you can pull that in. Whoa. Let me spread it out, that'll do. Did you mean to pull up?
Yeah.
Okay. This looks so weird. Yeah. I feel like I want to...
It's not even in the corners.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's flatten it down.
Should we just put some more in? It doesn't matter how much is in, we're not cooking it.
Yeah, put a bit more in. That'll do. That should weigh it down enough, shouldn't it?
Yeah, then what are you meant to do with all this rice?
You have to cook it. Put it in the oven.
Okay, there you go.
Fill the bacon beans. Bake blind for 15 minutes.
Like what?
Bake blind for 15 minutes. What does that mean?
Look.
Don't know, but I put it in my eyes. What do you mean bake blind? I don't know what that means.
I think it just means like lob it in.
Is this going to be okay with all this sticking up like this? Okay. There we go. And now we've got a bake blind,
I don't even know what that means.
whatever that means, for 15 minutes.
Do you just lob it in? You just put it in
How's
and
that
you don't, no,
different?
you don't look at it. That's what you
Bake blind?
Yeah, you don't look at it. You don't open the thing.
Okay.
That would be my assumption.
Ready? Don't look at it.
Is that it? How long?
15 minutes. Time for the jam. I need to spread 120 grams of raspberry jam into the base. Right. That doesn't seem like there's going to be enough. I mean, I'll do as I'm told. Is that going to be enough? I feel like that's not going to be enough. Okay, now I need to spoon the almond filling that I made earlier over the jam. Okay. God, this is the right arm workout holding this over here. Okay, it smells nice. It smells very Bakewell tarty. Right. I'm happy with that. Okie dokie. What now? Sprinkle 1 tablespoon of flaked almonds over the filling. Okay, got my toasted almonds. 1 tablespoon. I mean, I'm just going to eyeball this. So that's nearly a tablespoon. There we go. I think that's about good to go, and then I need to pop this back in the oven for 25 to 35 minutes at 160, until golden and firm to the touch. Okay, back in the oven she goes. Okay, it's time to get Bakewell out of the oven. Ooh, here we go. She's done, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's very hot. I'm gonna pop her down and then I'll do the taste test with you a little bit later on, once it's cooled down a little bit, and then I can pop some custard with it. But I'm so pleased with that. How nice does that look? Do you like the look of it? Look good?
It's good, doesn't it?
Okay, Andy's doing the honours of cutting it.
What do you reckon? One down the middle?
Yeah, I'd cut it into like little squares. It's meant to serve 10.
Like there?
Yeah.
And then what would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think that's more like an 8 portion, would you?
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's an 8. Yeah?
It's not a 10. Not for us anyway. Oof. First slice.
I love this one because it's more.
You're going to have this one.
Neater.
Let's have a look. Ooh, that layer of jam. That's looking good. Also, I'm going to have it with ice cream, not custard.
Yeah.
It's actually... Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I'd actually really love it with custard, but it's so hot outside.
No, I can't be doing that.
No, I do feel like I'd prefer it with custard though.
Try something new.
I'll try something new, as Andy says. But this is looking good. I mean, the edge is a little bit rustic, but we can deal with that. Okay, I'm gonna give this a taste test and try it. It looks so good though. I'm so pleased with myself. Are you gonna try it? Ooh,
Yeah, once you have.
it's a good consistency. I'm gonna try it without the ice cream. Let's be fair.
Good. What is it meant to be?
It's a Bakewell tart.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I'm not even joking. That is so good. Let me try it with the ice cream.
10 out of 10.
I mean, I don't mean to brag, but that's better than one you could buy in the shop. It's the texture. It's not dry or like... Do you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes when you have a Bakewell tart, when they're really dry and crumbly, it makes you want to cough.
I thought a Bakewell tart had white stuff on top.
You're thinking of the Mr. Kipling one that has the white icing, like marzipan on the top.
Cherry Bakewell I'm thinking of.
Cherry Bakewell you're thinking of, yeah.
What's this?
I mean, you could have put I could have put icing on the top, but actually, I don't think this needs it.
Very good.
Try it.
I'll try it. Chuck my bowl.
Try it. On your honest verdict.
Oh, that does look good. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm not surprised, but that is good. Well done.
Nice.
10 claps for Alex.
I love this.
That is good.
Well, I'd call that a success.
Well done, Thermomix.
We've only got another 8 portions to finish.